All right, I've had my breakfast, my coffee, or at least a little bit of it. And now I wanted to show you some of the things that I got in the mail yesterday. Hopefully that won't continue to be a recurring theme throughout the month. I think I have one more thing coming today. Some Amazon stuff I ordered some knit blockers and pins because I don't have any. I haven't had anything to block up until this point, or at least I didn't think so, but I want to block my cowl. Anyway, I got my Yarnable box, and this is, you've probably already seen it, but here's the yarn. This is called Grape Crush. Lots of purples and pinks and blues, and not traditionally what I would think, because this is for January, for a January color. Or no, December. I'm sorry, this is December. But it's still very beautiful. So I'll be curious to see how that knits up whenever I get around to it. I still have all my Yarnable. I haven't knit up any of them at all. I still have all of them to knit up. And then it came with this cute pin for your bag. How adorable. And then it also came with some stickers, which are downstairs, and then some metal or stainless steel reusable straws. I also got an order from the Sheepy Shire. I saw them on Instagram, and they had a sale for a short while, and I saw this sock set that they had featured on there, and oh my gosh, it is like, the picture didn't do it justice, really. I mean, it was beautiful on there, and that's why I ordered it, but when I got it in person and I opened it up, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I wanted to knit it up last night, like start it. So I'm not gonna cast it on, but I really want to. I mean, I don't know if the camera is gonna pick up how gorgeous these colors are, but look at that. This is her Rudolph sock set. And this is like the only place where it has red. It's red and white. But this red, it doesn't have a name for the mini. Yeah, it just says Rudolph sock set. But this is, I mean, it's showing up kind of light on the camera, at least from what I can tell. But it is kind of a darker wine red, like a burgundy red. I don't know how to explain it, but it is gorgeous. Like, I saw this and I was like, that would make a beautiful sweater. Like, or a cowl or a hat or anything. Like this red, if it would show the true color, is my absolute favorite. She's stretching. But this is my favorite shade of red. So I got that. And then I also got some non-yarn related stuff, but you might, we'll see how it looks. Might see a difference in the vlogs and my podcast episodes. I got some new makeup. So I used to be really, really into makeup. Like, I used to wear it all the time, and I still have a good stash of stuff after I did a big declutter and gave my niece a whole bunch and all that. But a friend of mine has been using this for a long time, and I just thought, you know what, I'll try it out. And it is actually in this little compact that I bought. It's from Saint, with this brush that I bought. This used to be called mascara, if you've ever heard of it. So this is the brush that I bought, and I can't remember, this is like the buffing brush or something, but anyway, this little compact, it's magnetic. It comes with 2 magnetic pans, and this side has a mirror. So here's all the stuff that I bought. So these are like their foundations. This is a contour and a blush. So I'm gonna try this out this morning and see how I like it. You apply it differently, you know, than you do traditional makeup. So if you ever do like try that, definitely watch some videos on YouTube or have someone walk you through how to apply it. So we'll see how that looks. Okay, so now I wanted to update you on my sock progress. So I showed, I think it was a couple days ago, that I had cast on my first Cozy Knitter Advent sock, and I've now gotten the second one. I've gotten the second one done. I'm working these 2 at a time. So we have both cast on, and I got the first stripe done, and now you can see the second stripe. So my goal today is to try and get caught up on these. And I'm holding them in my gingerbread bag from my shop with the pretty teal on the inside. It's sparkly, if you can see that. Woo-woo. So there's that. And I actually cast on another one of the socks that I showed in my podcast that I wanted to do. It's in my Grinchmas bag. And this is actually the Grinch sock set from Zebra Yarns. Anna, hi. And so I started this last night. I'm only doing these one at a time. And look how cute. I got the toe and the sock started, and I think I'm about to go into the striping part. I did the one green, and then I think it's now turning lighter. I'm not far enough to see yet. But I have this cute gingerbread progress keeper that I made for myself. These aren't in the shop. I only had one of them, and I kept it. So, but I mean, this is my first time knitting with Anna's yarn, and I don't know if hopefully it'll pick up, but look at the stitch definition. It's just amazing. Like, I was working this red up last night, and I was like, the stitches are just so good. It just looks awesome. And I wanted to show that. So I don't know if because I cast these on first, obviously, before I did these. And I haven't done toe up socks in just a bit. And if you can see, let me see if I can show it. Kind of the stitches on this, because this is a different base. Obviously, this is an 80-20, and some of my stitches are a little bit looser. And I cast them on the same way, Magic Loop. But then you compare it to the stitch definition on this, and it's just so much better. And I think I might have talked about that in an episode, about my preferred yarn base. And I think a lot of other people might feel this way too, or at least I've heard people talk about it a little bit, how they prefer the 75-25. It's a thinner yarn, and yeah, it's thinner yarn, like this yarn that, I don't know, it's just, some of them they look plied differently. I mean, but I'm kind of rambling, but here, this won't show up very well. This is obviously the Cozy Knitter, and it's an 80-20, but it's like the ply on it looks different than here's my Yarnable yarn. This is an 85-15, and it looks similar to the 75-25. So yarn dyer friends out there, if you can tell me why that is it just the way, wherever you buy the bare yarn from, the way they ply it together, or what? But I think I definitely prefer the tighter plies. That's what I prefer to knit with. I think it's what gives me the best tension and stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to show that. So I did start those, so that's exciting. Hopefully I can make some good progress on those. That's the plan. And then today, I'm going to start the gift knit. I won't show it because my friend watches this. My friend Hope. But it's in this cute little bag I made. I talked about this on my last podcast episode. This was like an experimental bag. I think I'm going to make another one, and it's going to be like this much wider. But just a cute little tote. It has one 50-gram skein in there. And if I make it a little bit wider, it'll fit 100-gram. And then in my snowflake bag, I have my glorious Christmas sock set with my Ralphie and Randy. These are for Adrian, so I'm going to start these today. I think I'm going to go sit down for a minute and play around with my new makeup. We'll see how that looks when I come back. But yeah, Oh gosh. Oh, and I wanted to say, if anybody's curious how I am doing my toe-up socks, I think this is my preference. So this is a 12 on each needle cast on, and I'm doing the Turkish cast on. And so yeah, I did 12 on each needle. So I cast on 24 and then just, you know, increase round with a plain round. And I follow the Lofty Loops advice and just do the yarn over increases. And I think it looks just fine until I get to 64 stitches, and that's it. So yeah, I'm super happy with that method. So Turkish cast on, yarn over increases, that's my preferred. All right, I decided what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wind yarn. Move my table. I like to move it a little bit out of this. Oh, hold on. I have to move my mat here, my standing mat. I'm gonna wind yarn. I'm gonna turn this around and show you what I'm winding up at the moment. And there's a lot of it. And I wanna get these added to the wall because this is taking up space right now for my table. And I'd like to cut yarn. I'd like to cut fabric so that I can make myself a couple bags and experiment with my size, experiment with the Valentine's fabric, because that'll be here before you know it. And those will have to do late December, early January. So let me turn this around. Okay, so obviously you saw the yarn wall in another video. Let me bring this down. And here is, oh, here, hold on. Here is the yarn that I at least want to cake up today. I have more than this, but this is kind of my pile at the moment. And you saw these two, Strange Brew and Autumn. I showed those. The rest of these are from Pumpkins and Wool. She had such pretty colorways this past year that I kind of went nuts. And so this is Gray Shed, Dusty Blue, and Mauve. Dusty Blue and Cabernet. I have two of these, guys. These are her Blackberry Bush sock set, and I bought two. And look at how pretty that is. Because I thought with the coordinating mini, this would make a cute cowl and sock set. Or maybe a sock set and fingerless gloves or something. So, and then I got two of these because they were really pretty as well. I'm curious how these will knit up. This is called Time Traveler. So it's got just a bunch of different colors. And this one has more of the teal in it. So they're obviously not the same. And then this one I want to make Adrian socks out of these. This is her Lucky Charms sock set. He loves Lucky Charms. So that's why I bought it. Okay, I'm going to get to caking the yarn. I know I talked about this a couple days ago and I never did it that day. But I think I'm going to like do one cake, maybe do like a stripe on my Cozy Knitter socks so that I can catch up. Kind of go back and forth, because if you're knitting the Cozy Knitter Advent, I think one stripe is about 4 rows, so, or 4 rounds, so nothing crazy for that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for a little while. I think I want to also bake today. I need to prepare some stuff for dinner. I mean, it's just so much. I really gotta start waking up earlier. Kind of being lazy at the moment, but I don't want to continue that. Oh, I waited till it was too late. Okay, so the other thing I got in the mail that I wanted, that I was telling you about, or that I said I was going to show, is some beauty products, some skincare from Uncommon Beauty. I got the Pineapple Peptide Nectar. We'll see how I like that. Actually, all these, I've never tried them. The Daily Foaming cleansing or powder cleanser. Triple Effect eye cream. And even though I make my own, I wanted to try this. Her mango lip balm. And it smells really, really good. And it's like a big fat guy. So I got all those. And then something, I came with this beautiful free necklace. Actually, that's not how I should show it. Look at that. The chain is pretty too. I love gold jewelry, even though I'm a cool skin tone, I should be wearing silver. She's looking at me like this and prancing around because she knows that up there is her Advent treats. Did I say the word treat? I'll give it to you after dinner.